guys, let us get started on what we have been having a look at. So essentially what we covered last week was sort of end of our straight lines and going into parallel lines. So this is just a little recap of what we have already done. And we're going to have a practice of more of this stuff today. So just as a reminder, when we are working with parallel lines, because like I say, this is what we're practicing, we've got 3 reasons that we need to be mindful of, which I'm just going to pop up at the top here. So the way I like to remember it is as fun. It's just a helpful way for me to remember my reasons and my sort of shapes that I need to look out for in a diagram. There are 3 reasons that we need to remember for parallel lines. The first one is if we look for an F shape, and these are corresponding angles. Now, basically what that means is that the angles inside, like the corners of the F, they are equal to each other, right? Then if we move over to this U shape is co-interior angles. Now, basically what that means is if we add these angles together, I should get 180 degrees. So basically, if I just add little labels here, if I add angle A plus angle B, I have to get 180 degrees. Okay, so the co-interior angles are a little bit different because they have to add up to 180, whereas corresponding and what we're about to talk about, alternate angles, they're just equal to each other. The last one is this N shape or Z shape. These are alternate angles, and this is where they are equal. So again, in the corners of my N, those angles that we find there are then equal in size to each other. Alrighty, so that's sort of what we covered last week. That's what we're going to practice today. But we've got 3 questions here that we're going to have a try. So I'm going to do the first one with you, and then you can have a try of some of the others as we go along. Whenever I encounter questions like this, I always just take in my diagram before I start trying to answer anything. Now, guys, the first thing that we see is that we've got these little lines, or these little arrows rather, on my line. Those arrows symbolize that those lines are parallel to each other. And remember, the second they are parallel, we can use any of those 3 reasons that I've spoken about up here in the fun. So what that means is I need to look out for my shapes, whether it's F, the U, or the N. Doesn't really matter which one, but obviously we need to try and get the sizes of X and Y. There's a couple different ways we can answer this, but let's just start with X because that's the one I sort of have got first alphabetically. Okay, so the first thing that I see is that X and 68 are actually vertically opposite to each other. So I don't have to use my parallel lines in this case. I can just say X is equal to 68 degrees. And remember, we always give a reason, vert op angles equal. Alrighty. So vert op angles equal, I now know what X is equal to. I like to put it in on my diagram just in case it helps me figure out my next angle. And so that was sort of first step. Second step, now I have to go and find Y. So I'm going to take that blue bit off. And now I can see that, well, I don't have angles on straight line. I don't have vert up angles. So maybe I can see if I can use those parallel lines that I was given. So let's have a look and see what shapes I have. Well, I've got a U shape, but that doesn't really help me because the Y isn't in the U. So that's not helpful to me. I've got an F shape though. And I know that in my F shape, the angle in the corners of my F are equal to each other. And so I can see here that angle Y and angle X are corresponding to each other. So I can say that angle Y is also equal to 68 degrees because of corresponding angles, because of that F shape that I have there. Now, guys, so it's really important when you are working with parallel lines and their angles, we always state which lines, or rather which parallel lines we're working with. So in this case, AB is parallel to CE. And the reason we have to do this is because sometimes on our diagram, we have more than one set of parallel lines. So we always just need to be very clear about which lines we're working with, especially when we have more than one set, because you don't want your marker to mark you wrong because they think that you've used the wrong set of lines. Okay, So guys, just a little thumbs up, thumbs down. How are we feeling about that question, or after that question rather? Are we okay? Obviously, we're going to practice a whole lot of this, so don't stress too much. But essentially, we're practicing or starting to practice all our parallel lines. Now, guys, just because I can see Sandra put it on the group, it's okay if you don't see the F. There's other ways to do it. It just might require you to do more steps. So you definitely can do co-interior angles here, but you're going to have to do a lot more steps to get there. That's fine. It's absolutely okay. In this case, the F was just the quickest way to get there, but that's not to say there aren't other ways to do it. Right, so take your screenshots if you need.
Yeah, and I can also see that my people are feeling better about this. I'm proud of you guys. I'm so proud. I see you, TK, Chaita, Lekiwe. Thumbs up indeed. Well done, guys.
Nice, guys. And we're going to practice lots. So if you aren't feeling 100%, that's okay. We're going to keep practicing, keep asking questions, keep trying. Alrighty. So let's shove on over to the next one. And this is our second question over here. So what I'd like you guys to do is give this one a try. Remember, you've got fun. Those 3 reasons that we have there. And what I'll actually do is I'll leave it like that so that you can see the 3 reasons you can potentially use. You don't have to use those ones. You can use angles on a straight line, or like we did here, vert-op angles. But those are sort of the newer reasons that we've learned. So I'm just going to leave them up there just in case. And what you're doing in the second question, which I'm just going to put a little 2 here. What we're doing is we're trying to find the value of A and the value of B. So give it a try. Remember all of your reasons. We can't be making statements without reasons. And if you're feeling up to it, please do raise your hand so that we can see what you did and you can explain it to us. Okay, guys, remember, don't stress if you have arrived late or you've missed something. Everything is recorded so you can get it online. All we're doing is we're having a look at our parallel lines that we have already covered. Okay, guys, you got this. Remember, if you're feeling brave, please raise your hand. We'd love to hear your answers.
Okay, Emmanuel is already ready. I just want to see some answers on the chat that will tell me that other people are also ready. So Onako, you can put your answer on the chat. Unati, answer on the chat. Yes, my babes. I can see Thunder tried to put the answer on the chat. Remember, don't forget the reason. Hey guys. Okay, I'm gonna just help Zena now.
Okay.
Can I start or must I wait?
No, Emmanuel. Let's go. Go for it.
Okay. So I said 3a plus a equals 180 degrees. Reason is sum of co-interior angles are equal to 180 degrees.
Awesome. Can I just stop you there? Sorry, just for 2 seconds, because some people might have a different reason. Guys, this is the U shape. So here's my U. It is absolutely fine for you to just say co-interior angles. Remember, obviously, your parallel lines. I know some of you might say co-interior angles supplementary, so add up to 180 degrees. That's also absolutely fine. All right. So your reason might look a little bit different, but that's absolutely fine. Okay. Sorry, Emmanuel, continue.
Oh, okay. And then I said 4a equals 180 degrees.
And where did you get 4a from?
I said 3a plus a, which gives me 4a.
Excellent.
And then after that, I said 4a divided by 4 equals 180 degrees divided by 4.
Perfect.
And then after that, I got a equals 45 degrees. So basically
Awesome.
3a is basically 3 times 45, which gives us 135 degrees, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's my answer for A. And then for B, I said B equals 3A, which gives me B equals 135 degrees because of corresponding angles are equal on, yeah, they parallel. So I said corresponding angles are parallel on line BC and DE.
Awesome, well done. Right, Emmanuel, thank you. That was great. Okay, guys, so just to run through, just because that was quite fast, but absolutely 100%. To get A, what we saw was we had the U shape. So I'm just going to sort of highlight that for us. We've got our U shape over here, which means that when I add A and 3A, I should get 180 degrees. Then it's just a case of solving the equation. If I'm solving for A, 3A plus A gives me 4A. Remember, those are like terms, is equal to 180. And then I divide both sides by 4 to get A, and 180 divided by 4 is 45, which means that A by itself is 45 degrees. Now, as Emmanuel said, once we know what A is, I can substitute that back into those angles that I have here. So this 3A is 3 times 45 degrees, which gives us 135. And then what Emmanuel said to us was the other shape I actually have going on here is the F shape, so the corresponding angle shape, which means that B and 3A are equal in size. So that is why we got that B is equal to 135. Now, you could have used angles on a straight line to get B. That is absolutely 100% fine. It's just a different reason to get to the same answer, which is what I was saying earlier. But at the end of the day, A is 45 and B is 135. Okay, so guys, if your hands are still up to answer the question, we've now done it. But we are going to have a look at another one. So hopefully you'll get a chance there to answer the question. So you can pop your hand down. If you've got a question, just leave it up. And then we can have a look before we move on to our third example.
Hey, hope you guys took screenshots. So Emmanuel, I know that this hand is not to ask, right? Because you just answered. Naledi, it's not. Mtokozisi, I'm not quite sure, so I'll check on you. Mtokozisi, is this hand up to answer or to ask a question?
Wanna ask a question?
Go ahead.
Awesome.
Ma'am, I don't understand it quite nicely, ma'am, from the start. Can you please re-explain it?
Okay, well, what don't you understand? What's tripping you up?
Ma'am, by B, ma'am.
Yeah.
I don't understand. A is 45 degrees.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't
cool.
understand how B is 135 degrees.
Okay, so there's two ways you can get B. So either, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all the scribbles off the diagram. Either what you see is that there's an F shape here as well, which means that angle B and angle 3A are the same thing. So that's what I've used here. I've used the fact that there are corresponding angles to work out what B is, which means that technically I could actually do a step in between here and say, okay, well, because I know that, sorry, guys. Because I know that A is 45 and 3A is equal to B, I know that B is equal to 3 times 45, which we established was 135 degrees. So that's one way you can do it. A second way that you can do it is you can use angles on a straight line. So what you see here is that angle A plus angle B should give you 180 degrees. And so you can also solve for B by using angles on a straight line. That's absolutely fine. But essentially, I'm saying B is equal to 3A because they are corresponding angles. Right.
Okay, yeah, I think that was a good explanation. So what we're gonna go is to go to Shaba. Shaba, do you still have a question about this question 2?
Ma'am, I got for my answer, I think it was What's this? Ma'am, adjacent angles.
Sorry,
I got adjacent angles.
for which ones?
It's angles that add up on a straight line and they add up to 180 degrees.
Okay, so was that for angle B?
Yes.
Okay, so just remember, adjacent angles doesn't mean that they necessarily add up to 180. All adjacent means is that they're next to each other. So for example, I could have something like this. Those two angles are still adjacent to each other, but they don't add up to 180. So what's really important is if you're going to use angles on a straight line, which is absolutely fine. So something like B plus 45 equals 180, your reason needs to be specifically angles on straight line. If you want, you can then put adjacent angles on a straight line. That's fine, but you have to have straight lines somewhere to show that you are working with 180 degrees. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool, awesome, well done.
Okay, our newbie, Justin, do you have a question? I see that your face is looking elsewhere, but you can unmute on your side and talk to us.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Justin.
Hi.
Yeah, so is it okay, ma'am, if I can answer the next question?
He's ready. He's
Okay,
ready.
you're ready, Justin. That's fine, you can keep.
And also, ma'am, look here, ma'am. I'm still looking at the ish wait.
At the
Wait. Okay, yeah. My phone is mirroring on the screen. That's why it looks like that I'm not looking at the phone.
okay, so you are very
Oh,
prepared.
that makes sense. That makes sense, Justin.
Yes,
so keep
ma'am.
your hand there and you're gonna answer the next one. Okay, so work on this one because it's gonna be yours. We're gonna unmute you to answer. Let's just give other people like a chance and you to look at this question. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
guys, so here we actually have three angles that I'm looking for. So just that we're very clear, there's X, there's Y, and there's Z. So what you need to be on the lookout for, this is a little trickier, so I'm going to give you a little bit longer, so maybe 2-3 minutes. Remember to look out for all your shapes, your F, your U, and your Z shape to try and work out what these angles are. Remember your reasons. We always have to give a reason for our answers. So do remember your reasons. But take a second, have a look at your diagram and see what you can do here. Okay, guys, you got it. You're doing well.
We can do this. We can. Yes, we can.
Okay, and when we're done, you can have a little break. So even more motivation to do it.
This question deserves a drum roll. Justin, I can't wait for you to answer this question. I'm not sure whether you're gonna answer all three or one of them. Doesn't actually matter. You would have done your best. Anele, don't worry. I see Anele there. Anele, don't worry. So even if you don't understand, just watch it, try your best. And if you have tried, and Justin is just gonna give us some answers now and teach us, and we're gonna listen. And so don't panic, okay? And you can still rewatch this video. It's gonna be up on the website after 24 hours.
Okay, so
Keep
Anele,
them rolling, guys. The answers.
Anele, just to help you a little bit, here are our reasons. Remember, fun, corresponding, co-interior, which have to add up to 180 degrees, and then our alternate angles. So just hopefully that'll help. If it's not helping, just at least try and see if you can see any of those shapes in the diagram to try and help you.
Okay. Can we give Justin now a chance to work this question out for us?
I'm ready when he is.
Okay, Justin, we are all ears. Justin
You
is
need a
like,
second.
wait, ma'am.
Just wait, ma'am. I'm just going quickly busy with why. Then
Okay.
I'll answer.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. Justin, we'll wait for you.
Okay, guys, and I think I want to make this quite clear here as well. Especially with something like this, where there are like quite a few things going on, your reasons might be different, and that's okay. If you're really, really not sure, please do shout, but your reasons might look a little bit differently depending on how you've seen certain things. So that is absolutely fine. Okay. Ready, Justin?
Yeah.
We're here to help, Justin. Don't worry. You will nail it. Let's go.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so I used so x is equal to 32 because of co-interior angles.
Okay, so I'm loving that reason. I just want to draw in my U. But Justin, what do we need to remember about co-interior angles? Are they equal?
I think so. They're equal to 180.
Right, exactly. So what I know is that x plus 32 degrees must equal 180 degrees. So what does that mean x is?
Wait again, ma'am, can you repeat what you just said?
Okay, so you've just told me that you know that if you add the x and the 32, you should get 180. Yeah, because they're co-interior. So that then means that in order to solve x, I need to subtract 32 on both sides. So 180 minus 32. So what's 180 minus 32?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is that?
And then it's equal to, and then it's equal to 148.
Awesome, thank you.
Well
Great.
done.
Oh,
Well done.
oh, I see now.
So okay, you corrected yourself. That's awesome.
Okay. Well done, Justin.
Okay, so wait, ma'am. I also want to answer why.
Okay, tell
Why
me.
is my final?
Okay.
Okay, so and so for y, I said 148 plus y equals to 180 because it's angles on a straight line.
Awesome.
Well done. You
Hannah?
nailed this one.
Okay, so what's y equal to?
180.
So remember, you just told me y plus 148 equals 180. So y must be equal to 180 minus 148.
Eesh, I always forget.
No, but the first step is good. And that's sort of the hardest part, actually getting the first step. Just
Yeah, you
remember,
already have 1 mark.
exactly. Just remember to keep solving. So y is actually equal to 32.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well done, Justin.
Justin, and thank you for helping. Okay, so we're gonna go to Pumuzile. Pumuzile, let's go. We are on you. Let's do this.
Evening, ma'am.
Hi.
I believe X and Y is done. Can I do Z?
Absolutely. We're
Yes.
all ears.
Z is 32 degrees, reason corresponding angles BC parallel to EF.
Yes, well done.
Well
I now have to
done.
panic.
Pumuzile, you just dusted that like it was just a dust somewhere. Well done. Oh, so proud.
Okay, guys, so just because Pumazila has also now brought it up, this is why stating which parallel lines you're working with is so, so important. In finding X, we were working with the parallel lines I've got in green there. However, in finding Z, I'm working with a new set of parallel lines. So I have to state that, and that is so important, which what Pumazila has done there for us. So Z, exactly 132. And guys, remember, your reasons might look a little bit different. So for example, when Justin said angles on a straight line for Y, that didn't even come into my head. I was using another reason, but it's absolutely fine. So I had used corresponding angles, but that's okay. Your reasons sometimes will look a little bit different, especially when the diagrams start to get a little bit more complicated, but that is absolutely 100% fine. So well done, guys. That was so nicely answered.
Well done. Shaba, I'm sure you had some interesting answers also. Did you get the answer, girl? Let's hear from you.
Ma'am, for y is equals to x is equals to y, I got vertically opposite angles.
Okay, so just be careful. Vertically opposite angles would be, say, for example, those two angles there or those two angles there. They have to be right opposite each other at a cross. Yeah? Good.
Yeah, we're learning, Shaba. I'm so happy you mentioned that. Thanks, girl.
And guys, that's the thing. So remember I said to you, the more reasons we learn, as great as that is, sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming. So it's really important that you're writing your reasons down and sort of like making for yourself a little cheat sheet so that you can always refer back to it just in case. It's always nice to have like a little rule list for yourself or a little reasons list for yourself, just in case you are getting a bit confused, because we do learn a lot of reasons and it can become a bit overwhelming. Alrighty. Right, so guys, take a screenshot of this. We are going to have a bit of a break, but I just want to get a little thumbs up, thumbs down, how we're feeling after those 3 questions. And we're going to do lots more practice of this, so don't stress if you're still a bit half-half or thumbs down. But if you guys can just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, I would appreciate that.
Oh, now go. I see that thumbs up, Mugai, but you haven't answered. I haven't heard your voice. I can't wait to hear your voice at the next round. Hopefully you'll answer. Well
Nice,
done,
guys.
guys. Well done, my pibs. My
And it's
people.
okay. It's okay if you're not feeling 100%. That's absolutely fine. Right? Geometry is one of those sections that takes practice. We will get there.
KM is like, yes, ma'am. I feel these things. Hey, KM, I see you.
Okay, guys. So take your screenshot. I'm about to move away from this. We can have a bit of a break now. Kendre is here, hopefully ready to lead us in some stretches.
He's bowing down like, okay, ma'am. I'm
Yeah.
Hi, TK. TK, you need to stretch, my
Kendra
girl.
is even moving the furniture. It is serious.
We're getting serious over here. Kylie, I see you also. AM, let's stretch.
So sorry, everyone. Okay, so here is our little brain break for today. What I want to say to you guys is when you're trying to look at this brain break over here, please remember your operations and your order of operations. Right, but give it a try. I'm loving that everyone's just getting up, stretching, moving the whole house around to give themselves space.
Such a nice vibe over here. I love it. And
like
while
we need to get some like music going when we do a brain break.
You know, yeah, like like just in the gym. Guys, the thingy, the joke there, okay? This is Teacher Sam. It's like, what is a math teacher's favorite type of a tree? And guess what? It's a geometry. I found it so hilarious. Sorry.
I love that I can always rely on Yolanda to laugh at my jokes, even if no one else does. It's very much appreciated.
I found it so hilarious. See, Theo found it so funny also. As we go, as you love that, you're gonna find all these jokes funny. Hey guys, let's try. I want to see some hands up. Trying for the first one, or you can just give us that boom and answer there. We'll be so happy. Anything that works for you. So I can see Umpile. Let's go to you.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, ma'am. So under thunder one, the one is equals to 12. I said 1 times 4 times 3 equals to 12. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, we could hear you. It's just that on the operations there, Umpile, you need to realize that the operation that you're working with, it's a plus and a plus. So there's no multiplication, okay? But the people there are helping you on the charts. So let's continue on the charts. I'm gonna go to Naledi, okay, Umpile? But well done and thank you for answering. So Naledi, we are on you. Wanna give it a try?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So ma'am, I think, ma'am, the cloud in the second equation, I think, it's 23. 23 plus 23, and it would be 46. And I think I got it wrong because after like the two clouds, I thought it was like another addition sign, but it was a multiplication sign. I only see it now. I thought if
Well
I added
done.
46, I thought if I
Well
added 4
done
to
for that.
46, it would be 50.
Okay, but well
for
done on
that,
picking that up.
Naledi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, but get some help on the child also. Dalama,
guys-
I'm coming to you.
Let's try at least start with the first one, but I'm ready.
Dalama, what's up? What's going on? What's good? Oh no, the
no.
sound. Dalama, you can put your answers on the chat, okay? Shaba, do you wanna go try? You wanna try, Shaba?
For my first question, I got 12, which I wrote 5 plus 5 plus 2, which was 12. And my second one was
Okay, Shaba, before you finish, so you see these clouds are the same, right? So if you're saying the first one is 5 and the second one is 5, the third one needs to be 5. And if we use 5, 5, 5, it doesn't give us 12.
it's going to
This
give
is
me
the same.
15.
Okay, so
Exactly,
guys-
it's gonna be 15, girl. So it's okay, we're gonna keep on trying, okay? So teacher Sam is like, oh, I'm helping my people over there.
Okay, so I saw a lot of you had already said in the chat that the cloud was 4. I completely agree. And remember, as we've just said now, they're all the same. So we need to be adding the same number each time. So all of these clouds that I have here is 4. Just remember right at the bottom here, there's 2 clouds. So that's a 4 and a 4, which is an 8. I'm just gonna put it out there to start off with. Okay, KM, I see a hand.
KM, let's see what you got, the guy.
Ma'am,
I'm ready.
yes, ma'am, for the first one, I got 4, and then after that, I put the 4 next to the cloud, where it says next equals 50, and then I did like the equation thing, where you know with the angle, I did an equation, and then for that cloud there I got 5, 5, and then I put the 5 down.
This one here.
Yeah, that one there is 5.
Okay.
And then I labeled the 5 next to the 35.
Okay, so two seconds. Did you do the multiplication first before the
ma'am.
addition? Okay, so
Yes,
tell me, what is 5 times 4?
5 times 4 is 20.
So what's 20 plus 5?
That's okay.
No, but let's try problem solve this. What is 20 plus 5, KM?
20 plus 5, ma'am. 20 plus 5 is 25.
Okay, now tell me, what is the relationship between 25 and 50?
Sorry?
So 25 and 50. 25 is half of 50. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's think about this. What happens if I doubled that 5? What if I made that 10?
Then you would give 40 and then 50, ma'am.
Aha.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Well done, KM. So
Guys,
happy I got
this
to
is
talk to
trickier
KM
than it
today.
looks.
Yeah, it was so trickier. But well done.
Well
Okay,
done.
Pumzile, we are all yours. Pumu. Oh, Pumzile, are you there? Okay. So I see on the thingy though, on the chat, I think they've given us some answers also.
Right, I'm seeing that as well. So I completely agree, guys. Well done. Your rainbows are both 5 And remember, multiplication has to happen first. So 5 times 5 is 25, plus that 10 that we just got to with KM is 35. Now, again, remember, you've got two rainbows here. So it's a 5 and a 5, which is a 10. But we need to bear in mind our order of operations. So I'm just going to write this last thing down here. What we have is 10 plus 10 times 8. So we have to do the multiplication first, which is 80. And then only do we add the 10, which means that my final answer here is 90. Okay,
Well
so
done,
it was a lot harder than it looks. It looks nice and easy, but those order of operations, which always trip us up, so important. So this was a nice one to practice order of operations and make sure that we're doing things in the correct order. Well done, guys.
You guys did well.
And remember
Cindy?
this, sorry, carry on.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to shout out to Cindy because I saw her hand to answer. So I'm very happy that at least she raised her hand.
Okay, guys, all I was going to say is if you don't get these, that's okay. It's not for anything. It's just to get your brain thinking a little bit differently. So it's really important that, it's really important that you try, but it's okay if you don't get all the way. The fact is that you tried. That's it. All right.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, so let us have a look at some more examples here. So we're just going to start off with this first one. I don't want to give too much away.
Yummy, guys.
Okay, now guys, remember, all we were doing before is just recapping what we already know. So now we want to try put it all together. So we're going to have a look at a few examples. We'll do this one to start off with. I might just start you off and then let you go, but let's see what happens. Anything is possible. The world is our oyster. Alrighty, so we've got a couple things that we need to find here, X and Y. Now, just looking at my diagram, I already want to start thinking to myself, are there any F's? Are there any U's? Are there any N's? And the reason I'm saying that is because I have these arrows on my lines, which means that I have parallel lines. Now, we wouldn't give you parallel lines for no reason. They're obviously important. So we want to try see if we can use them to get our answers. Onako, I already see a hand. Are you wanting to try? Okay, I'm going to stop talking then. Let us know. Tell me, what am I going to do?
Okay, first we are going to say x plus 60 is equal to 180 degrees.
Perfect.
Then
and what's your reason?
Co-interior angles are supplementary.
Yes.
Good. And you know what, guys? I've just realized
So
that
happy.
I have been a nana bean and left off labels for my lines. I do apologize. So I'm just going to chuck that in there. That is completely on me. Co-interior angles, supplementary. If you want to add that in, that's fine. AB parallel to CD. Okay, cool. Anako, carry on.
Then we say x is equal to 180 minus 60.
I'm so happy Onako is talking to us.
And so X is equal to?
120.
Well done.
Well done.
Explain it so nicely, Onako.
Well done, Onako.
Doesn't really sound like myself.
Okay. So guys, we've got X. Onako, do you want to tell us about Y?
Y is equal to 110 corresponding angles.
He's on it tonight. I found another one who can just teach my classes when I don't want to.
Onako can just be a teacher, guys. He's helping us. He's saving all of us.
So, I mean, that was shocking on my part. So sorry. I did it again. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. If I go and have a look here, I actually have an F shape with my parallel lines. And that then means exactly as we've said now, Y and 110 are the same angle. So I can automatically just say Y is equal to 110 degrees because of corresponding angles. Remember to write down the parallel lines that you're working with. So AB is parallel to CD, but I don't actually have to do any working out there. It is what it is. So we've got X and we've got Y. Well done, guys.
Guys, take screenshots. Thank you, Onako. And all the hands that I see up there, if it's to answer the questions, you can lower them down. But if it is to ask a question, please keep them their hands up. Okay. Justin, I'm gonna come to you because I can see the hand up. Hopefully that was to ask a question.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Justin.
Hi.
No, I don't want to ask a question. I just wanted to say that I want to do the next question, please.
Okay, nice. We are on it. We'll give it to you.
Okay. Well, you haven't seen the next question yet. But he's got
You know the
confidence.
I know.
Which I
enthusiastic.
like. Yeah,
I
see,
love it.
confidence
Yeah.
is key. Guys, you do it with confidence. Okay. Take your screenshots. Let us shove on over to the second one. I don't know. Maybe my screen just doesn't want to work tonight. Maybe we're not going anywhere. Oh, no, there we go. We're going somewhere. Right. Here is our second one. Now we have 3 unknowns, X, Y, and Z. Sure, Justin always just gets the 3s. So X, Y, and Z. Remember, what you want to do is I've given you parallel lines there. So I've told you CB is parallel to DE. So look for your Zs, your Us, your Fs, all of those fun shapes and see if you can find for me X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to ask you to do it by yourselves because you guys are on a roll tonight. It's okay if you're struggling. It is a lot that I'm asking you to do here, but give it a try. Even if you find one of them, that's okay. We're going to go through all of them. And remember your reasons, guys. That's really, really important.
Yo, Riabetsui. Muga, you can't leave me hanging over here. I haven't heard from Riabetsui. What's going on, Riabetsui? Offense, I'm also on your case. Uyanda, Carson, where are you? Why are my people not talking? I can see Uyanda on the comments at least.
Okay, and I'm seeing those reasons come through. That's really good. Remember, always give a reason.
Yep. Kiwe, Entle, yo, Mac. I hope you are working over there.
And guys, remember, if you get different reasons to what we eventually do, that's okay. There might be different reasons. And for this one, there definitely will be a couple of different reason options. That's fine. If you're really unsure, please ask. But oftentimes in geometry, we do sometimes end up with different reasons to other people, and that's okay.
I can see some hands there. Justin, we're only giving you the why because we have lots of hands, so we share, right? We share the love. But Justin, we are all yours. Let's try why.
Ma'am, for y, nah, y is equal to 57 degrees because of the Z, man,
The
the
Z.
N, ma'am. I forgot the reason's name.
Alternate angles.
Well done, I love it.
And ma'am, I also want to do X, ma'am. Just X, then I'm done.
We're sharing the love. Okay, you can do X for today. But remember, we have to share because there's so many people. So what's your X? What did you find for X?
I'm still quickly busy with it, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
That's okay. That's okay, Justin. You can do it and then just put your answer on the chat, okay? Because that's also important. We can see your answer also on the chat. So I'm gonna go to Kubo. We haven't talked to you. Kubo, do you have your X ready?
No, ma'am, is it fine if I do Z?
Yes, that's still okay. Do Z for us. What did you get for Z?
So ma'am, we found out that one angle is 71 and then the other one is 57, ma'am. So I added them together, then I got 128, then I minus that to 180, which got me 52.
And what was your reason for doing all of that?
Because ma'am, when we calculate all of the angles, they're supposed to be 180, ma'am.
In what?
In total, ma'am. I don't know what it's exactly called.
Sorry, let me ask. In what shape are you working with?
Ma'am, are we using the Z shape?
Okay, so I just want to make sure you added the 57, the 71, and then we worked out with 180 to get Z.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so guys, this is a perfectly valid reason as well. We just haven't done triangles yet. That's why I'm not going to use it. But if you have done triangles, you can definitely use angles in a triangle, which have to add up to 180 degrees to work out what Z is. That is absolutely fine. We haven't yet done triangles. We're going to do triangles in our next course. So I'm going to, a little bit of a teaser, but that is absolutely fine.
Yeah, well done, Kubo. Well done. We really appreciate that. So definitely you got it right. So I'm gonna go to Kylie. Kylie, do you have an answer for us? Oh?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Are you gonna give us Y? No, we've got Y. I'm just losing my mind. You tell me what you're gonna give us.
Ma'am, I am gonna give you Z.
Z. Okay. Have you got X?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Start with Z. That's fine.
So, ma'am, I said Z equals to 180 degrees minus 57 minus 71 degrees.
And your reason?
Angles of a triangle.
Okay. So, like I said, guys, absolutely fine. I'm not going to read. Oh, sure. English has also escaped me. I'm not going to use it right now just because we haven't done triangles yet together, but it is an absolutely correct reason. Yeah. Right. So can someone maybe give me the value of X?
Let's try Tato. Tato, we are on you.
Hello.
Hi, Tato.
Hi.
Ma'am, I wanted to do Z.
Okay, have you got X? Can you maybe give me X?
I haven't gotten X.
What's your reason for Z?
Sum of angles in a triangle.
Okay, so guys,
that's the same thing. Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to say it again. Sum of angles in a triangle for Z is absolutely fine. I'm not doing it because we haven't done triangles yet, but you're not wrong. That is absolutely fine. So hands up. I want to know what X is.
Okay, so Emmanuel.
So excited. Yes.
I'm going to talk to Manuel. Manuel, do you want to help?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So I said X equals Z, because alternate angles are equal. And then I said,
sure about alternate angles?
Yes, ma'am, I said alternate angles are equal.
What shape is alternate angles?
The Z.
Okay, so how are X and Z in the Z shape? I definitely agree they're equal to each other, but do you agree it's actually the F shape?
Okay, I think Emmanuel, we lost Emmanuel over there. I'm gonna
so Emmanuel's definitely correct. They are equal. We just have to be careful of our reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Shawan. Sorry to pronounce your name that way. Let's go, my guy.
Ma'am, I said like X equals 90 degrees because it's a supplementary line.
Sorry, X equals how many degrees? I'd missed that part, so sorry.
180 degrees, but the half of 180 degrees equals 90 degrees. So I said it's 90 degrees, ma'am.
Okay, but how do you know it's half of 180?
Because it's on a supplementary line, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm liking where you're going with this. So I'm going to start with that sort of statement that they're on a line. So what we see here is that X, Y, and 71 are all on that line. So they need to add up to, as you've said, 180 degrees.
Yes,
so X plus Y plus 71 equals 180. And so, or rather our reason is angles on a straight line. And that's why we know they're equal to 180. And we know what Y is. So I can automatically say that this is actually X plus 57 plus 71 equals 180. So do you agree we can now solve for X?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So what is X equal to?
Okay, I'll use inverse operation, ma'am.
Good.
I'm gonna take the Yes, the 57 to the other side, and I'll say 71 minus 57.
Okay, cool. So we're going to take both of these to the other side and use those inverse operations. So I agree, minus 57 and minus 71 from 180. Oops, sorry. And so 180 minus 57 minus 71 gives us 52. Okay, so well done. Those angles on a straight line, super important.
Yeah, well done, guys. It's what we were missing. I guess the last one will be so easy for all of us. Mika, I haven't talked to you. Let's find Z, Mika. Where's Mika? Oh, Mika, did you ditch me? Can't believe it. Nzalama, we are on you. Nzalama? Guys, did you guys just ditch me or what's wrong? Hugo, you wanna answer Z?
Z. Ma'am, is it fine if we say that X is equals to 52 because of corresponding angles?
Yeah, that's fine because you probably did Z first, hey?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So, but in this case, Z will still stand. So Z, I'm just going to do it down here, guys. We've got everything. Z is equal to 52 degrees because we've actually got an F shape over there, which means Z and X are the same. So Z is equal to 52 corresponding angles. And remember your parallel lines, BC parallel to DE. So for Z, we didn't actually have to do much working out if we were going to use corresponding angles. That is absolutely fine.
Well done to my pibs. Well done, guys. And I like the enthusiastic of wanting to answer. And I just love it. Guys, well done.
And guys, remember, like, it's so nice that everyone has hands up and it's so great. And we do try and get to everyone. Okay, so if we don't get to you, just keep your hand up or try again in the next question. We do try and get for everyone. And you can see Yolanda's trying her absolute best to give everyone a chance. So thank you, Yolanda, and thank you to all of you for also raising your